And now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. This portion of the show is sponsored in part by Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Rancho Leonero, where your wildest Baja dreams come true. Maui Jim Sunglasses, the choice of the best captains. Shimano Rods and Reels, fish with the best. Shimano. And by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Here we go. Another great hour of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's Talk Hookup. Here's Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Mexa, and Corey Sandin.
Welcome back. Hour number 2. Let's Talk Hookup right here on the Let's Talk Hookup app and the mightier 1090. Pete Gray here with Rock Cod Rick Max in the world headquarters of Let's Talk Hookup right here, sitting right next to the Searcher, actually, at Fisherman's Landing. We're overlooking the Searcher and beautiful Southern California, San Diego sport fishing landings with Captain Art Taylor of the Searcher, and giving away a phenomenal prize today and some great texts and calls and good show.
Whole thing, yeah. We're just having a great time this morning, and we want to add to it with you, man. If you want to join us on Let's Talk Hookup, we'd love to hear from you. 213 area code 432-1090. That's how you join us on the phones. Again, 213-432-1090 is your direct connect to Captain Art, or shoot us a text. The Let's Talk Hookup text the show option is only available via the Let's Talk Hookup app. It's a free download on any Android or iPhone device. Just search Let's Talk Hookup wherever you download your apps from, and it'll pop right up. It's a great way, and we've had a lot of fun texts come through, and we're going to enjoy reading those again in the second hour here. Let's Talk Hookup. And, man, as Pete mentioned, such a killer prize today. One lucky caller is going to win a pair of Maui Jim sunglasses, and not just a pair, but you're going to get a gift card good for absolutely any non-prescription pair of Maui Jims, including free customization with the My Maui option. This is all done through the Maui Jim website, so you're going to get a car. You're going to go on their website, which is very easy to navigate. Pick out any pair you want, any color frame and lens, and when you click purchase, you just punch in the little gift card information that comes on your card, and a free pair of Maui Jims is going to be sent right to your house. It's so cool.
That My Maui feature on the Maui Jim website is pretty amazing, and you can do it through Maui Jim dealers like Fisherman's Landing Tackle and Dana Landing, too. You can do My Maui's. Like if you see a pair that you like, and it's not, but I'd rather have the HT lens in this frame. Not a problem. I think it's $50 extra. You just pay an up fee. If you want to put readers in it, the same thing.
Exactly.
Same up fee. And you just order it through your dealer or through MauiJim.com.
Yeah.
And it's an easy up, and you have basically a custom pair of glasses exactly the way you want them.
It's pretty sweet.
I love the Canoa Coast is my frame.
Right.
That frame fits me. I love that frame, and I like having the HTs with the 150 readers in them, and you can do that on My Maui.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So the way that they come, they might, the frame color that you like stock might only come with 2 or 3 different lens color options. But via My Maui, maybe you want to put a pair of those mirrored lenses, or you want to put the readers, or whatever it is. Yeah, you just trick them out so that they're just right for you.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It is. All right. Hey, phones are packed. They want to talk to Captain Art, so let's do it.
That sounds good to me, buddy. Bob in Lakeside is up next on Let's Talk Hookup. What's up, Bob? Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. I was lucky enough to win a trip off of Let's Talk Hookup on your trip going down to Alijos in the Ridge, November 8th through the 16th. My question
That's right.
is,
You were the grand prize winner.
Yes, I was. Thank you to both of you for that wonderful prize. My question is, will this trip be targeting any of the bluefin, or is it going straight down to the ridge and to the ridge and Alijos?
Well, we're probably we're going to maximize our time down there. So I would think that and the only caveat to that is on the way there's 200-pound bluefin that are biting, then it's pretty hard to drive by that, and so we might invest a day in that, but. We've kind of advertised the trip as ridge or rocks, and so that's where we're headed.
That's cool. Going to spend the most time available at the zone that you want to be.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
It sounds like
Definitely,
a great time. You got to be excited about that, Bob.
Oh, I'm totally stoked, and a wahoo is my bucket list fish right now, and I've got more gear than I've ever had right now.
I get it.
That's great, Bob. Well, thanks. Have a great trip, and we're sure grateful to Art and Celia for donating that trip, too.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for the call this morning. Speaking of which, we're getting close. Our 2021 San Diego County Ford Dealer Live Remote Broadcast schedule is up. It's on our website, letstalkhookup.com. On the guest page, it starts off Memorial Day weekend at Encinitas Ford with Captain Mark Wheeler up there. And this year's giveaway is a trip for one for any available trip at Kingfisher Charters in 2022. So you get to go to Kingfisher Charters, which Art's been with us up there.
Yeah.
Great spot. And any available trip in 2022, including if you want to go on a Let's Talk Hookup trip in 2022, one spot on that trip will be up for grabs at our 4 San Diego County Ford Dealer Live Remote broadcasts this summer. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, appreciate the phone call very much. Hey, a fun text came through for Art. Says, Art the Searcher did a few 7-day fly-down, fly-back Revillagigedos trips, and I was lucky enough to be on the last one. He would like to know what one of your favorite memories from those trips were, and that was from Phil.
Wow, that's a few years ago. That was an interesting concept, and it was something that was popular. While we did it, unfortunately, it wasn't profitable. We priced them reasonable, and then there was a bunch of extra costs there that we didn't anticipate, but that's in the past. But just the concept of going to the Revillas out of Cabo San Lucas was just a great experience. It was a great experience for me. It had been a while since I'd been down there, and it was great to be able to take the Searcher there again. And, we had our chances at some big yellowfin tuna at Clarion Island, and, just being there was pretty exciting. And that'll stick with me for a while. Just the opportunity to go out there with the Searcher again was pretty awesome.
Because it was one of the first boats to go to the Revillas, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah. I think the Rooster and the Cape Polaris were kind of the
Red Rooster 2.
Yes,
which is now the Islander.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
it was one of the first, and the Cape Polaris, which is now the Searcher.
Yeah,
wow.
That's a special place and a really cool island, and a lot different just in visuals than most of the Baja islands, that we fish. A lot of the islands have that same look of the, Baja desert kind of brown, still very, unique in their own way. But Clarion is that green, just...
It's all that tropical moisture. Yeah. It's right in line with all the hurricanes, You hear about a hurricane, and I always think, well, is that going to go over the top of Clarion? And most of the time it does.
Right over the top of Clarion, and then right out the hurricane bank.
Yeah.
Appropriately named, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, thanks a lot for that. Appreciate that. Let's go ahead and jump back on the phone.
You got it. John in Los Alamitos is up next on Let's Talk Hookup. Hi, John.
Good morning, guys. My question is to Art that, the signs are all here. The anchovy, the cooler water, the bluefin always used to run with the albacore, but 4th of July always starts it off. So that guy that called in earlier, he's on the perfect trip for albacore. What is your thought on that, Art?
Well, I'm reluctant to make any predictions. It's one of those things where, I just hope that the cycle, I'm a pretty firm believer in cycles. I think that hopefully the cycle is going to change, and we're going to get an opportunity. We have good conditions, like they were talking coastal waters, 54 to 58. That hasn't been seen in a long time. And when the angler was down trying for that bluefin last weekend, the water was 61 or 62. So the water, the surface temperature is cooler. And there's plenty of bait around. So it's just dependent on whether that fish that's out there comes into the coast.
Yeah. And I would beg to differ with you that I think the actual albacore bite is going to be on the day-and-a-half Let's Talk Hookup trip on July the 6th. That would be the
That'd
one
make the
to
most
be
sense
on,
for
right?
I know Art was reluctant to predict albacore, but Pete is not. Pete is on the predict albacore train, and he will be the first one to get it right. It's been wrong, the few years previous, but Pete predicts them every year. He will be the
15 years. What was the last year?
I think he's been predicting them for 12 years in a row, and it hasn't happened yet. No. But the year that it does, on record, Pete will be the first one to have correctly predicted that year.
This could happen. It could happen.
Yeah, I just hope that in my lifetime we get a shot at them because I want to get even because they haven't been around. Right? So we want to get even with those little suckers.
But in the meantime, we'll take 200-pound bluefin.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Kite bites with 150-pounders on a day-and-a-half trip. Yeah, we can handle that.
Yeah. So, hey, thanks a lot for the call. Hey, Robert from Simi Valley texted, I was fortunate enough to fish with Captain Mike last season. The crew was epic with the bluefin kite rig. Everyone got a shot on a large model. Dan in the galley made us all gain 10 pounds. Awesome operation. So thanks for that. Appreciate that, Robert. And I think Robert will be back this year.
Sounds
awesome.
Like.
Thank you, Robert.
Alex from La Mesa is up next on the phones here. Alex, good morning. Thanks for hanging in there with us. We still got you, Alex? Well, let's jump back into the phones then and try John. John is from Vista this morning. John, how about you? You standing by?
I'm standing by, Holmes.
All right, John. Good morning.
Good morning. I got a question about the COVID testing. I've got both my shots, not a problem. Coming back with my guest that's going with me, she had COVID in the past month, and it stays in your system for 3 months apparently. So you would test positive even though you're not. Are we? We're flying out of Valeris. I didn't think at Valeris that you were testing going or coming back to, Tijuana.
All right. So I actually have good information on that because one of my traveling partners, when I went to Zihuatanejo a couple of weeks ago, had the same scenario. He had COVID in the past, I believe it's 90 days. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, right, something like that.
Because you're on Valeris, you don't need to worry about it because you're coming through CBX, you don't need to test. However, if you were coming through a U.S. airport, which we did, we came through LAX on Alaska, I had to get tested. My other partners had tested, but my friend who had COVID within the last 90 days had to have a letter from his doctor stating that he had COVID in the past. He's now fully recovered, and Alaska Airlines accepted that, and it was not a problem.
No kidding. Okay, yeah. That is good info.
Because you could still test positive if you've had the virus in the last 9 days. So you get a note from your doctor saying that you're clear, you're good. Take that with you, and I know Alaska Airlines accepts that. I don't know about the other airlines. So.
Like you said, flying Volaris, you're not going to need the test to come back. But man, I still think I would get that done just to be on the super safe side.
You'd say that again?
We're safe because we're flying out of Valeris. So I've always flown on Alaska, but this is the first time I've tried Valeris. I'm kind of skeptical. I'm going next week, and I'm excited to do the cross-border crossing and see how it works. Because I'm flying it twice this month and once in June.
It's not in it. You'll love it. You'll be addicted to it. And I'm going to give you an example. I purchased. They had a big sale a couple weeks ago, and I purchased our tickets for our Palma de Cortez Fall Spectacular in October. There's 3 of us going down. I looked at Alaska out of San Diego to Cabo. It was $500 per person round trip for the same dates. I got all 3 of us, including luggage and assigned seats on Valeris for $600
for 3 people.
3 people. Yeah. So it's a nice option.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you won't on Alaska, and I called the same thing, and they wanted $600. So I called Valeris. They're $300. I said, no way am I going back to Alaska.
Well, and you got to watch the fares because, granted, it's a little easier going out of San Diego or LAX on Alaska. That's my preferred method. However, if it's 3 times the price? No, thanks.
Yeah, totally. My cutoff for me is $100. If I'm gonna save, if it's within $100, I usually fly out of San Diego because it is easier. I work right next door. But if it's $101, that's usually my personal cutoff. I'm flying Volaris because it is easy. You will not believe how easy the process of that CBX is.
You can park right at the on the U.S. side for, I think it's $12 a day. You walk in. You walk across. Art, you've done it many times.
Super easy. Yeah, that was. They put their thinking cap on there with that CBX thing. It's brilliant. It's still brilliant, and I think it's getting easier.
They're expanding it. It's been so popular,
and you kind of can't screw it up once you get in there.
Very, very easy.
And Tijuana Airport's a nice airport. They have good food and bars and restaurants and all kinds of stuff.
Very easy.
It's just like anywhere else. There's Starbucks and Subways and everything else in there. I mean, it's all good.
There you go. Hey, have a great trip. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning.
All right. Hey, with that said, we're just going to find out what's biting on the water. It's time for our catch report with our fishdope.com reporter, Captain Dave Hansen, your saltwater guide. And today, that catch report is sponsored by the Fish Pros at Fisherman's Processing in San Diego. Not only do they offer the best processing for your fish when your trip returns to the San Diego landings, as well as your private boat catch, but now with Fish Pros, the market, you can purchase fresh fish, smoked and jerkied fish, their spices, rubs, smoked cheese, and their famous tuna burgers. And don't forget that amazing poke kit. Call for details or order online at fishermansprocessing.com. We've got Dave Hansen on the line. Good morning, Dave.
Hey, good morning, Pete, Rick, Art. Good show this morning.
Thanks.
You guys got me?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Okay, good. Hey, that's a perfect segue. Kelly and I fly Tijuana all the time. It is so easy. But like Rick said, if there's $100 difference, if it's under $100, yeah, we're flying into San Diego. But it is so easy. We just did it 2 days ago. It's super simple. They make it super easy. Anybody that's intimidated, everybody there speaks English. It's perfect. It works very, very well. So don't be scared. It works really well.
Yep, good call.
So that being said, can we turn off the fan?
Yeah.
Can we turn off the fan? Please, Art, turn the fan off.
Next Thursday, it's going to go calm for about 5 days, so you'll have a little.
Yeah, I was looking at Wendy just now because my father said he turned the fan off last week, but then once again he didn't really tell me the truth, so the fan's blowing all weekend again. But if the fan, they ever shut the fan off, I mean, you look at the San Diego, he goes down there and still. I know, and it's supposed to blow all the way through April. So
no,
okay,
that's a forecast.
Yeah,
you know how forecasts go.
Yeah,
that's what it says in the Farmer's Almanac.
Okay, all right, you take that.
Okay, we won't talk about that anymore.
Is there any fish out there, Dave? Is there any fish out there?
Well, yeah, there is really good fishing. Over at Catalina, there's really good sign. There's lots of squid over there, and there's really good sign of yellowtail and sea bass on the backside of the island. The rockfish fishing's phenomenal. The sport boats are all doing fine, and then you look at San Diego still catching yellowtail at the Coronados why the fan's blowing. So if they shut off, I had a couple of guys that went out to Catalina, and on the way home from Catalina, they found some blue. They didn't take any pictures, but they said they found bluefin in the channel just outside the 14. Big foamers. They didn't catch nothing, but that's what they said. So without pictures and without a fish, I don't know, but they told me they saw them.
Could happen.
Absolutely. Yeah. They're bluefin. They can go anywhere they want. Yeah. There's no fence out there. They don't really care about the water temperature. They're just looking for something to eat. But I think as soon as we shut this fan off, I think we're all going to be very, very happy because there's so much stuff going on. There's just so much bait out there, so much bait that when that fish gets here, it's not going to leave. So we got great expectations as soon as they turn off the fan.
Yeah, and fishdope.com, of course, has all the information, whether it be weather, fishing information, all of it's right there, sea surface temperatures, the whole thing. Fishdope.com has all the information for you. $20 off a new membership to fishdope.com using the code HOOKUPNOW, lowercase, no space. HOOKUPNOW is your $20 code on FishDope. And how do we find you?
All right, you guys. I have a YouTube channel, Your Saltwater Guide. I have a Facebook page, Your Saltwater Guide. I have a website, YourSaltwaterGuide.com. Check me out. I got over 350 how-to videos to catch fish in Southern California. And I'm on Fish Dope all the time reporting, so I will talk to you guys next Sunday. Let's pray that they turn the fan off this weekend.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate that. All right. Talk to you next week.
Thanks, Dave. All right, well, the phones are packed. Everybody wants to jump back in, so let's do that and talk to Dan. He's calling us from El Cajon this morning. Good morning, Dan. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning, guys. Great show. I want a question for all three of you. What is your favorite fish to go after?
Boy, for me, surface iron yellowtail is probably that's what gets me fired up, is yellows boiling off the bow and cast a surface iron out there and watch them follow it and bite it. That's,
me too.
I don't know, it's pretty.
I'm right with you.
Hat trick.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Hard to beat it.
That is my single favorite thing to do.
Of course, good tuna fishing comes in a close second, right?
Yeah, 200-pounders jumping on a flying fish and having
that's pretty exciting.
That's pretty exciting too. But that's
it's exciting if somebody else is reeling
yellowtail. That's it.
There's nothing like that.
They're fun to catch. They're great eating. Love fresh yellowtail.
Oh,
Just can't beat fresh yellowtail.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like a scenario where you see you're maybe on the anchor or wherever you're at, and you see a bird twitch, and you fire a cast over there, and he was looking at a fish, and you caught the fish because you made a good cast, and you put the lure where it needed to be, and you got bit because of it, and you earned it a little bit, and they fight hard, but not so much that it kills you. It's just everything about those things are fun.
Yeah.
Visual.
Enough said right there.
Yeah, I like yellowtail fishing, whether it be on the yo-yo, the surface iron, or on a fly line bait. I just like yellowtail fishing, period.
Yeah.
Or on a dropper loop at Guadalupe, trying to keep them out of the rocks. That's another fun one, right?
Take that.
Yeah. No, that's... well, I mean, it's over quick. That's the good thing about that. You either get it or you don't get it, right?
There you go.
Hey,
thanks for asking.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the call. Great text here. How do you know when a young captain is ready to run a boat? What are the advantages, disadvantages of owning a 50-year-old wood boat? And that was from Mike in Torrance.
How do you know? Well, it's pretty obvious, and it has to do with, are they passionate about fishing, and are they good with customers, and do they have just a sense for fishing, and you know it when you see it. And a perfect example of that is Mike Totter. I mean, that young man is, he is so excitable about anything that's biting, and so it was pretty evident with Mike Totter. And in the past, one of our captains was Aaron Remy, and it was the same thing. You just get a sense that, they are passionate about fishing, and they have the drive, and they work at fishing, whether it's with a rod and reel in their hand or a pair of binoculars on the roof, or there's several examples that and then if they take the time to go to school and get their credential, there's an investment in that, and so they're serious about it, and so you can sense that, and it. And then another thing for me is I'm not going to go down on deck and say, hey, why don't you come up and look at the sonar and see what I'm seeing? You have somebody that when the boat's in gear and the deck's clean, they're up there looking over your shoulder, and they're saying, what's this? What's that? How come you went here? What's that over there? They have an interest in what's going on, and so they show that interest, and so you pick up on that and you go with it, and then it's time. Okay, why don't you start watching me dock the boat? And then you just say, okay, go dock the boat. That's cool. And so you get kind of thrown into the fire, and if they've got it, then they do really well at it. And I've been lucky to have 2 or 3 examples like that where they they showed the initiative, and it paid off.
That's cool.
That's great.
Yeah. All right. Hey, good text. Thanks a lot for that. Hey, I just posted on our Instagram and Facebook page, Let's Talk Hookup Radio Show, or Let's Talk Hookup on Instagram, a picture of the albacore. Gary White. Gary White sent me a picture of an albacore he caught on the Searcher. Okay. And I just posted that picture. Here it is, right here.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
I still know what they look like. I know what they look like.
That's a big albacore, too.
Yeah.
That's a really
beautiful
nice
fish.
Albacore. Yeah. So if you want to see what an albacore looks like, check out the albacore on the Searcher.
It might be the only chance you get to see an albacore this year is the picture on the website.
Check out Gary White on the Searcher there with that albacore.
Well, we were talking about it the other day. We have a fantastic crew that we work with at Fisherman's Landing Tackle Shop that I'm so proud of, and I think the best guys in the biz. And we were kind of, just jaw-jacking as wintertime happens. And I think we have just about got to the point where we have a higher percentage of people who have not seen a live albacore than we do the opposite. They had been not around that long, and
that's too bad.
that's about the amount of time that fish has not been around.
Yeah,
so we're ready. I'm ready for those things to come back.
Yeah, we are. We're ready.
That'll be fun. Well, hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More of your phone calls, more great info. You stay tuned. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup on that Let's Talk Hookup app and the mightier 1090.
Your vacation bucket list can't be completed without visiting the Katmai Lodge, Alaska this summer. A world-class wilderness fishing paradise on the banks of the famed Alagnak River. Get in the action, fishing for all 5 species of Pacific salmon, king, sockeye, chum, coho, plus trophy-sized rainbow trout, Arctic grayling, and dolly varden, both in the Alagnak and nearby waters. Katmai Lodge's Coast Guard and CPR certified guides are fly fishing fanatics and know how to help you reel them in, ensuring your days are fish-filled while you enjoy freshly prepared snacks and barbecued lunches on the river. Back at the lodge, enjoy fireside appetizers and refreshments each afternoon. Delicious dinner prepared by the lodge's exceptional chef. Take a quick fly-out trip to Brooks Falls in Katmai National Park for world-renowned bear watching. And check out our trout fishing specials at katmai.com. That's KATMAI.com. Katmai.com.
Cedar Island. You've heard of it. Your buddies have gone, but you don't know if it's for you. Yeah, it sounds cool. Fishing from pongas and hanging out with a bunch of people at a lodge. But you like your own space. You enjoy some soul time. You want to be part of the community and enjoy the people while you're on your trip. And you want an owner-guided experience so you can explore the whole fishery and all it has to offer. This is Jeff from Cedros Kayak Fishing. I'll greet you when you arrive at Cedros, host you the entire time of your stay, and join you daily for epic fishing experiences the way I fish Cedros, the surrounding islands, and the Baja Coast. Myself and my crew will immerse you in the Cedros Island culture and community so you can experience life on Cedros the way we live it. If you're looking for a more personal style trip with a smaller group and a laid-back atmosphere, Cedros Kayak Fishing is your spot. Give me a call at 760-412-2507 or visit our website, cedroskayakfishing.com. Let's get you down to Cedros.
It's a fact. Shimano produces some of the finest fishing reels for our Southern California sport fishing. Hi, this is Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing Tackle. We have a complete selection of Shimano saltwater reels like Talica, Speedmaster, Trinidad, Torium, and Tranks reels. Plus, we have all the best Shimano lures like Flatfall, Cold Sniper, and Orca. Our professional saltwater experts at Fisherman's Landing Tackle have the know-how to help you choose the right Shimano product for your next trip. When it comes to Shimano gear, you owe it to yourself to visit us at Fisherman's Landing Tackle at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego or on the web at saltwatertackle.com. Fisherman's Landing is the top choice in local and long-range fishing. Our hard-working crew will maximize your fishing experience. We offer the finest open party trips, the best charter boats available, and our world-renowned long-range fleet. Fisherman's Landing is a full-service sport fishing operation offering great half-day, full-day, and open party trips. Book online at fishermanslanding.com. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
All of us at the American Angler family want to express appreciation to our regular passengers that fish with us year after year and to the new anglers that came out this last season. We realize how precious your vacation time is, and we are truly grateful that you have chosen to spend this time with us. It's important that your experience is memorable, from the moment you call the office to the time you step off the boat. Hi, I'm Lori. Call me at the office, 619-223-5414, or check us out at AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com. Come fishing with the American Angler family and make a memory.
Hi, this is Scott Sherman for Snap Insurance. I'm back from City Hall and ready to help you with all your insurance needs. I can provide you with the best in boat insurance at the lowest rates. But there's more to a policy than just a low rate. I know the coverage you need and will make sure your boat and property are covered right. Work with us to wrap your home, auto, and boat policy to save even more money. We can also help you with your commercial or business insurance. Call me, Scott Sherman, at Snap Insurance, 619-908-3100 or snapins.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. We're having a great time with Captain Art Taylor, the Searcher, this morning. Lots of fun. Been a very busy morning, but keep those texts coming through. And if you want to get your shot at the phones, that's 213 area code 432-1090.
Hey, Matt Florentino from AFCO's on the line. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Morning, Pete. Morning, Rick. Morning, Captain Art. How are you guys?
Morning, Matt.
Great, buddy. Good morning.
Hey, Matt. Hey, so tell us about the big event, the Coastal Social Seminar. We talked about it yesterday, and you're one of the lead speakers along with your dad, Captain Benny Florentino. Tell us about that event.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Pete. Yeah, so next week, been working on this Coastal Social tournament with CCA California, Chris and the crew there. First event is actually about a month away. But we're having a kickoff event next Saturday at Dana Landing. We'll be in the morning from like 8 till about 1 or so. We'll have a few booths there. We'll be doing a live seminar, all in and around just coastal bass fishing. We'll have myself. I'll be the MC commentator, which would be kind of fun for me in a different way. so sort of things from my end. We'll have my dad. He'll be speaking. We'll have Captain Jimmy Decker. We'll also have Kevin Nakata kind of speaking on the kayak side. So, yeah, I mean, now that things are starting to get a little bit, able to do some things now, just invite everybody to come out at the Dana Landing, be a good time, learn a few things. So
yeah, and so there's actually an event that follows this. There's actually the Coastal Social is more of a tournament. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, the actual tournament itself will happen April 24th, if I'm not mistaken. It's on my calendar in front of me. But, yeah, it's all on the website, coastalsocial.org. But, yeah, we have two categories. We'll have boaters as well as kayakers. The first event in April will be up north in Long Beach, San Pedro area.
Okay.
And we'll have a second event in the fall out of San Diego.
Okay, all right. So this is kind of the kickoff seminar for that, and I know Dana Landing and Mission Bay is hosting the lunch for everybody, right?
That's correct. Yes.
And it'll be set up outside. I understand your dad's bringing his boat down, right, as the stage?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it'll all be outside there at Dana Landing. So, yeah, just if you come down to Dana, you can't miss it. You'll see a bunch of small little booths set up on the walkway, and you'll see a big 25-foot Ranger with an AFCO wrap front and center of the stage. So,
that'll be
cool.
What's been happening?
Come out.
Yeah, what's been happening at AFCO, Matt? You guys have been busy over there.
Oh man, it has been busy. For us, we're just actually ramping up now that ICAST is back in session this July. So we have some very exciting things that'll be coming out at ICAST. New products, new categories, both in clothing, both on the tackle side. I'm just excited to get back to the show. And, that's ICAST is always just, it's like our big event for each year. We've won awards the past couple of years for new products. So hoping to kind of continue that train and, bring out some new gear for next, we'll be showing fall 21 and spring 22 at that show. So we've been busy. It's a lot's in the hopper. A lot's been in Skunk Works. We actually were most recently on the Some Fun with Wooly on the 3/4 day, testing some products.
Sweet.
Cool.
Can't give up too much info, but it's some stuff's geared towards the sport boat guys. So it's pretty exciting.
Awesome. And I know, Art, you're a AFCO Pro staffer.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're donning AFCO clothing right now.
Absolutely, AFCO's a great sponsor. And, Matt, thank you so much for the support that AFCO gives all our guys there. We we wear AFCO gear. It works. It's very comfortable, and we appreciate the support. And looking forward to this year coming up.
You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, these days we have a little bit for everybody. We got stuff for on the water, off the water. It all performs. It all looks good, and yeah, we're happy to make some great gear.
It is the best, AFCO, for sure. And don't forget the Coastal Social, 1 week from yesterday. That's next Saturday, March 27th. Starts at 7 a.m. Of course, Chris told me they're going to have a Let's Talk Hookup blasting on the loudspeaker there from 7 to 9 a.m. at the Dana Landing. So you can go down there and listen to the show, get ready, and then the actual seminar begins at 9:30, and then lunch to follow, right?
That's correct. Yeah. It'll be pretty loose, but it'll be a good time.
Yeah,
That's
it's
going to be
fun. So come on down, and the Coastal Social with some great speakers, learn some bass fishing techniques from some of the best in the biz. And hey, great job, Matt, putting this together, and then the tournament to follow. Appreciate that, Matt Florentino from AFCO and the Coastal Social. And we'll talk to you next Saturday, just before the tournament.
Definitely. Thank you, Pete. Yeah, if you guys just want to check in, it's on the website, coastalsocial.org. And we'll start posting updates on our Instagram account. It's _Coastal Social. Just make sure you check it out there. You could register for the event, learn more info. And we also actually just printed some T-shirts, so those are available on the website as well. So check them out. They're pretty rad. We did some really clean T-shirts, which I'm very happy I got the first Calico Bass on an AFCO shirt. So make sure you check them out.
Right on. That's cool,
All
Matt.
right. Look forward to seeing those. Matt Florentino, thanks a lot, and it's looking forward to that great seminar next Saturday. Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate it, guys. Take care.
Thanks, Matt. All right. Well, hey, let's jump into the phones. They're packed up. Michael from Lodi is on the phone with us this morning. Good morning, Michael. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning. Hey, Art. This is Mike Towns. How you doing?
Mr. Towns, how are you, sir? Good to talk to you.
Fine. Hey, I got a question, and it's for you and the other two guys. You heard any information about Guadalupe Island this year?
We have not heard any information as far as the reopening of that reserve. I understood that there was a meeting last week with regards to that, but we haven't heard what the outcome of that is. We still have a valid permit for there, and we've gone through the steps to renew the environmental impact report. So that is in place for us, but we don't have any news as to whether or not the reserve is open. It's the only reserve in the whole country of Mexico that is closed right now. Every other reserve is open, but Guadalupe Island is closed currently. Yeah, so
I've been
we're waiting on that sort of news. I can tell you Northern Baja changed their status as far as the COVID-19 is concerned. They're out of the red and into the amber. And so the Port of Ensenada is open, I've been told by our broker down there, but we haven't had any news on whether the reserve is open yet.
But that's a step toward the possibility of opening, because that's what held up Guadalupe being closed, is because the Port of Ensenada was closed.
And the public health designation is red. So, yep. Mm-hmm.
So we're hopeful.
Yeah, I got a little
history.
Sounds like we're working in that direction.
See you soon.
Yeah, for sure. Hey,
I got a little history. My first trip on the Searcher was approximately about 10 years ago, and I believe that was the last year that the albacore tuna ran through there. I did 2 back-to-back, either day and a half or 3-day trips, and I just have to say that I've been a long-time Searcher family member, and the customer service you can't beat. Going on the Searcher with Art and Celia, and I remember when Aaron was there and a couple other people, and the guys they have running the boat now, it's still, the customer service is par excellence, and everybody that I've known that has been on the Searcher, that's the number one thing they say is the customer service. You guys have a great day.
Thank you, Mike.
That's cool, Mike.
And
Appreciate it, buddy.
And you're coming down from Lodi, so you're making a trip down here for sure. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate the call very much. It's nice of you to say. A regular passenger,
yes,
right?
sir. Yeah.
Hey, we talked about it yesterday, but Anns and Knives will be back in the show business. Thankfully, Donnie and Heidi will be at the Crossroads of the West Gun Show next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, March 26th through the 28th at the Orange County Fairgrounds. They're going to have that Crossroads of the West, and go go by and see Don and Heidi at the Anza Knife booth. It's all outside, and so you don't want to miss that. Next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the comeback of the show at with the Anza Knife people, and I know Don and Heidi are very excited to show off all the great knives that they've put together for their.
Check out that Fish Pro series.
Yeah,
it's a sweet
they'll
knife.
have them.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, the phones are packed up. Next up, we're going to talk to Lonnie. Lonnie's calling us from San Diego. Hi, Lonnie. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, guys.
Hi, Lonnie.
Morning. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Good morning.
Yeah. Go ahead, Lonnie.
Yeah, I have a question on the Searcher. What's the shortest trip it takes, and what are they catching on a trip like that?
Well, day and a half trip. We have space on the Let's Talk Hookup one on July 6th through the 8th, and we're going offshore.
Cool.
Hopefully we're going to catch some sort of tuna or maybe yellowtail on kelp patties. We've had that in the past in the month of July where there's yellows on kelps. And, we're, going to try our shot at a good-sized bluefin tuna as well. So day and a half trip, so it's 2 nights on the boat. You're going to leave, just an example, you're going to leave on a Thursday night at 6 o'clock. We're going to serve you dinner. You're going to travel overnight to the fishing grounds. You're going to fish all day Friday. And then you're going to travel overnight and return on Saturday morning. So it's 2 nights on the boat and full day's fishing.
That sounds great.
Yeah, that's good. And they're sponsored by Gamakatsu.
Yep.
Gamakatsu hooks for everybody, and some nice prizes.
And sponsored by Let's Talk Hookup.
Yeah, and Let's Talk Hookup. We'll have a representative on the boat.
Yeah.
And giving away some great prizes.
Absolutely, yeah. Great trips.
Yeah, fun trips. So book them because they're going to fill.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they will fill.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for the call this morning. Appreciate that.
All right, we had another text come through for Art. This one was from Ryan in Irvine. It said, "Good morning, gentlemen. My question for Captain Art is, does moon phase dictate great fishing? And if so, what's the ideal moon phase to go out on? I'm in love with Tackle Tip Thursday videos. I've learned so much fishing tips and tackle from you. Thanks again." It's Ryan from Irvine.
Well, thank you very much, Ryan. So moon phase. I think historically, if you were to go back in history, there have been times when right before the full is really good fishing, like the week before the full, and the week after is really, really good fishing. But I've seen it both ways.
I'm sure.
I've seen it where, 4 days before the full, and there's fish everywhere, and fish are biting, and then 2 days before the full, it was like, where'd they go? And it takes a week for us to find them again. So don't go by moon phase. You got to check your schedule and book a trip based on your schedule, and don't feel like if you're going out on the full that all is lost and you're gonna not have a chance at catching something.
Because it could be the time.
It could be the time. And we have guys that, they only go on the dark of the moon. And, I think that guys that traditionally they only go on the dark of the moon, I got to say that it's going to be a toss-up. They've had really, really good fishing, and they've had really tough fishing. So
I know guys that only go on the full moon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it happens.
And so don't go by moon phase.
Yeah.
Go by your calendar, and if there's a trip on our schedule or for that anybody's schedule, if you have 3 days off in the middle of the week in July and there's a spot available on a trip, then you should go.
Jump on it. I tell you what, those 2.5 day trips that you have starting at the end of April look so appealing. 17 people on the Searcher. You're going to have the whole and last year before, May was the month.
It was.
May and June.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those have tremendous potentials. I'm sure they're filling pretty quickly.
Well, there's reservations on most of the trips. Some of them don't have any reservations yet, but I think it's, there hasn't really been any action. So
right.
As soon as there's more trips getting out and more boats going and targeting bluefin tuna or whatever, then those trips will fill up.
Yeah, for sure. So go to searchersportfishing.com. You can book it right there.
fishermanslanding.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can still go through.
You can go through searchersportfishing.com.
On the trips page, and that'll take you to the Fisherman's Landing web.
And we have a Memorial Day 3-day trip that we just put on the schedule, too. So there's another opportunity for a 3-day trip through searchersportfishing.com. Yeah.
And you said a lot of your trips are filling quickly this year.
They are.
So better get on it.
Yeah, don't wait. Don't wait.
Yeah.
And you can talk to Celia, get on a payment plan, there's lots of options there.
All right. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, hey, let's jump right back into the phones. This time we're going to talk to Harry. Harry's calling us from La Jolla this morning. Good morning, Harry. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning, gentlemen. Art.
Good morning, Harry.
I'll be going on my fourth consecutive Turner Iserline trip with you guys in July. And
Great.
I am really excited that you expanded it from 6 days to 7 days.
Yeah, we did that last year. So
was it 7 last year?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Went to the Ridge, caught a few wahoo, caught a few tuna.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet. In
July.
July.
I was on that.
End of July,
I
first
promise
week in August.
Wow.
Yeah.
I promise you will get Norm out of the cabin sooner. And the other thing is I've prepared for this trip a lot better this year. I learned to play cribbage.
Oh, that's a good thing for that travel time. Playing cribbage is a great way to spend the time.
A lot
On
of
your
15
boat, it
twos,
is.
fours been counted up on the deck of the Searcher, I'm sure.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Well, Harry, have a great trip.
What you guys do.
All right. Thanks a lot for the call this morning. You have a great partnership with Turner's Outdoorsman, one of our partners here on Let's Talk Hookup, Turner's Outdoorsman. Great shop. You have several trips sponsored by Turner's Outdoorsman.
Yeah, we have 3 this year,
Yeah.
and we're looking to expand on that. We're working on that. We have the 7-day trip with Lori Sackow from the Turners in San Marcos. And then Jason and Kearney Mesa sponsors a trip, and then we have one through the Oxnard shop there with Mike Armento, and so the guys from Oxnard come down, and we've gone up there and done some seminars in the past, and when we get past this virus thing, then we're looking to do that again.
Yeah, back into seminar mode. Turner's brings a lot of product to
Holy
give away,
smokes.
don't they? Yeah, when you go on a Turner-sponsored trip.
It's remarkable how good a job they do in gathering sponsors to supply us with stuff, with swag. It's incredible. You get a little bag. Well, you get a big baggie of stuff at the beginning of the trip and a T-shirt, and it's all stuff that's pertinent to the trip that you're on.
So,
they're
not giving you away something that was just left over hanging on.
Right, it's not last year's model or something like that. You're getting what you need to fish with that trip.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
You're going to get a good trip and come away with quite a bit of swag, too.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's try and sneak in one more, Ricky.
You got it. How about Chuck from Dana Point here on Let's Talk Hookup? Got a quick one for us, Chuck?
Hey, guys. Thanks for making me in there. Art, when you love your boat, it loves you back. And I could just hear it in your voice and all the testimonies. You just can't beat that. Now, all you guys frothing for albacore, I've been back there when all 5 went off, and it's amazing. My suggestion, don't go without Colt snipes. That drop back with a Colt snipe, that's going to kill it if they come. It's going to be sick.
Good point.
But, anyway, thanks for all your hard work.
When those things do roll around.
Yeah, great times,
thanks,
buddy.
Chuck.
Can't wait.
All right,
guys, have a good one. We'll talk to you next weekend.
Thanks,
Appreciate
See you
that.
on the water, Art.
Hey, all right, thanks a lot. Real quick, how does a question here from Hills and Ventura? How does the red crab affect the fishing?
Well, it's a food source, and so tuna love red crabs, yellowtail, rock. I don't know of a fish that doesn't eat a red crab.
Yeah.
Do you guys know of a fish that doesn't eat a red crab?
It's like lobster.
It's a food source, so if there's red crab around, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I sometimes crack up when you gill and gut those big bluefins, and you see the stomach pack when they're really full of those things, and it's just not physically possible to stuff anything more.
Else in
it's like a football that's just ready to absolutely explode, and you touch it with your knife, and there's 200 red crabs on the deck.
And I'm guessing red crab's still around.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I mean, when you're going out rock fishing now, the rockfish are spitting it up. Everything eats it's like squid. Everything eats a squid. Everything eats a red crab.
We fished La Jolla on Wednesday last week. There's a couple areas of big red crab, big giant, you see it on the meter, huge areas of it, and you see birds lazily picking some off the surface. I mean, it is around for sure, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
we'll take it.
Yeah, that's for sure. When we come back, we're going to find out who's got themselves a brand new pair of Maui gyms. We got more Let's Talk Hookup with Captain Art of the Searcher. You stay tuned. It is Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and on the mightier 1090.
This is Brandon Hayward with Bite Sport Fishing, here to talk about Parker Boats and the crew at West Coast Marine. In the spring of 2013, I bought my first Parker. When it came time to rebrand from one-man charters to Bite Sport Fishing and add to my fleet and start running out of Davies Locker, Newport Beach, and Fisherman's Landing this summer season, I chose a Parker. When clients ask why I chose Parker, I always say, I could have had any boat, but my 2320 is perfect for my white sea bass, offshore, and lobster program. Almost 6,000 hours on my 2320 Pilot House over the past 6 seasons has shown me that Parker is the ultimate West Coast charter boat. It's what customers expect. These stout workhorses offer everything anglers need, as in a stable platform with huge deck space for our West Coast style of live bait fishing. Parker's a big reason why I run more charters than any other small boat operation in Southern California. I like my 2320 so much that I bought another one. And while you never know what's going to happen with fishing, I know it won't be my last Parker I buy from West Coast Marine. If fishing isn't something you do but who you are, then Parker's for you, be it a one-day charter or a lifetime of ownership. If you're ready for a new Parker at a fair, upfront, and honest deal, you need to go see Kevin Kelly at West Coast Marine. Check out their inventory and information at westcoastmarine.com.
When it comes to fishing rods for saltwater, there's just one name you need to know: CalStar. Take, for example, the Graphiter series. It's a true graphite and fiberglass composite rod, the finest it's ever been built. And for anglers seeking traditional performance, durability, and quality at an affordable price, the CalStar West Coast series of rods and blanks are the ones for you. Their master craftsmen bring decades of rod building experience to every rod they make. So if you want your fishing rods to be truly state-of-the-art, I always recommend CalStar at fine tackle stores everywhere.
Turner's Outdoorsman, Southern California's #1 shooting, hunting, and fishing tackle retailer since 1971, is right in your neighborhood, now with stores throughout Southern, Central, and Northern California. No one does it better. Turner's Outdoorsman brings you the best prices and selection, plus a knowledgeable staff that will help make your day on the water or in the field more fun. Stop by your neighborhood Turner's Outdoorsman. To find a location nearest you, check the web at turners.com and sign up for special deals and more.
A top fleet and superb fishing is what Seaforth Sport Fishing in Mission Bay is all about. With free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, it's no wonder Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limits, El Gato Dos, Pride, Tribute, Pacifica, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth, Sea-Watch, and San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or regular open parties scheduled, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup, man. What a great show. So much fun talking fishing with Art and talking about a great pair of glasses. Brand new pair of Maui Gyms is going to Chuck in Dana Point. Our very last caller got that one. Congratulations, Chuck. It's a great prize. You're going to be so stoked.
Yeah, and Captain Art, what a great show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for allowing me to be a participant. It's always great.
It's always great to have you and talking about such a great operation you guys run at Searcher Sport Fishing. Again, 2.5 days. We'll be kicking off the season here at the end of April.
Yeah, and we're hoping that we can start up a little sooner.
Okay. You'll be ready to go.
We're going to be ready to go. Yeah.
All right. So if something happens and
there'll be, we'll blast it out on Facebook,
and we'll let you know here on Let's Talk Hookup.
We'll call into the show, and don't forget Tackle Talk Live on Thursday.
Okay, this
week.
Thursday.
Yep.
On both the and can you access all those social medias through the Searcher website? Let's talk searchersportfishing.com.
I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah,
you can book online.
You can book online. I'm not the social media master. Celia's got that down, and so. It'll be on Facebook, and then after it's over, it'll be posted on Instagram, and it'll be posted on the YouTube channel.
All right.
Yep,
Great.
Lots of ways.
All right. Searchersportfishing.com for all the information and booking all the trips, and get on them because there's a lot of sold out spots.
That's right, and don't forget those Let's Talk Hookup day and a half. Those are a lot of fun and great trip.
Yep. Sponsored by Gamakatsu. Going to be a good time.
Yes, sir.
For sure. All right. Well, hey, want to thank Andrew for all he does over there, answering the phones and covering the board for us. And, of course, our buddy Adam, who does an amazing job with our Let's Talk Hookup app. Looking forward to checking out the archives and everything else via the app, the Let's Talk Hookup app, free download on your iPhone or the Google Play Store. Hey, next Saturday and Sunday, a couple of great shows. Next Saturday, Jeff Mariani from Cedar Kayak Fishing. Yes, they're back, and they're going to be going fishing. Jeff will be here next Saturday to tell you all about it from Cedar Kayak Fishing. And then next Sunday, Captains Aliar Hajanabi and from the Polaris Supreme and Jim Hughes from the Cortez, the two of them from C4 Sport Fishing, going to be here next Sunday. And I know Captain Frank said that they're going to be giving away a day-and-a-half trip on the Polaris Supreme that day too. So
sweet.
That's going to be a great trip. Great couple of shows next Saturday and Sunday. We'll see you right back here on the Let's Talk Hookup app and the Mightier 1090.